Casper Gamer 721 going live soon.
The sun is blazing on my skin. I feel a fire from within. The world is spinning, can't keep still. This heat is climbing up the hill. Hot, 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 it never stops. Feel the burn, it pops and locks. Sweat is dripping from my brow. Turn it up, we're dancing now. Melting ice can't find the chill. We ride the heat, we bend the wheel. Hot, 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 it never stops. Feel the burn, it pops and locks. Sweat is dripping from my brow. Turn it up, we're dancing now.
magic flow in this little world where the dreamers go. Stream is starting, the countdown's near. Voices rising, let me make it clear. This is my world.
Hello and welcome back to Dune Awakening, Dinendae server with wussy gaming survival flaristic friends, episode 14. And today we're probably going to be doing the last trial. So yeah, because I'm on the 8th trial and that's the last one. So I need to find it, and yeah, I know I've got a rough idea where it is. So yeah, without further ado, let me unmute there. Let me get the game up. Right, booting up the game. And hello, see you next. Hey, Bamada. Good to see you. Alright. Just waiting for the game to load, chat. Alright. Game is loading. Over there. Okay, for a stick. Right, it's checking the shaders.
I dream of it, amongst the wild.
Right, that servers, wussy world. Right. Right, so got 26 research points. But I am going to make myself my own storage. How many iron do we have? 255. Right, I'm going to put my personal storage here because I haven't built one yet. And I'm just going to dump all this stuff in there. Been making a bunch of silicon blocks. My personal storage is up there also. Okie dokie. Cutlery Mark 3. I'm going to make this other Mark 4, so I'll put that in there. Put that in there. No, yeah. Put that in there, put that in there. Oh, I need that because I might need to refuel money. Let's put that in there. I'll sort out the stuff that doesn't need to be in my inventory box later. Can't be private. I'm in the gap. We're out of Cobalt. Right. So
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Mark 4 requires Cobalt pace, I'm guessing. Where's the Mark 4 then? I did research it. Oh, it might be in from, might be in the survival. Thank you. Oh wow, taking damage. Ooh. Mark 4. Yep, like a bolt paste. Dang it. Or and things related crafted also on the bow close to the binary. Okie doke. I'll make myself a Mark 4. So let me get back my Mark 3 cutlery. Alright, so find the cave. Oh, that's covered again. I think that might be it. Yep, I think that's it. I think that's the place that I need to go. Right, but first I am going to have a quick cigarette and drink my drink, and then we'll go there. And yes, it was supposed to be Enshrouded tonight, because it is Wednesday, but we're not doing Enshrouded this week. We're going to continue that next week. Same with Drive Beyond Horizon, that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we're giving that a miss this week as well. Alright. I need some help, more health kits. Where's the health kits? Not in there. Lag. health kits because I'm going to need it. While that's crafting, I'm going to make sure that my copter is refueled. 100%, yep. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm going to be in there for a while. Hey. Hello.
How's it going, Casper?
Going good.
All right. Jeez. Boy. Okay, it's not showing the wrong compass. Why?
Who's that?
Hey, I wasn't shooting at you. No. So how the hell do I get in there? Down there. How do I get in there then? I'm right on top of the flipping thing.
There's a cave to the left, Casper. You have like a gap in the wall, and it's through that gap. So you're too high up.
I'm too high up. But it
Yeah,
don't-
go all the way down to where the sand is.
Hey, Sora.
Interloper. Infidel.
Oh, come on. No, 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 no.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin? We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindliness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way.
I don't freaking know.
You have failed the proving, young Wali. Return to your seat and tell your Naib of your shame.
Well, I don't flipping know this. You know.
Come on, game. I'm dead. I know.
We are the people of
Please.
Misr. We have no... You have failed the proving, young... We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindliness. On our wanderings, we
Mara.
came to a planet
Hey, Solar.
devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name,
Have
Wali?
you learned it's the name Wally? I told you before, but now stop flipping Wally.
You have failed the proving, young Wali. We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods. We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali?
Stop calling me Wally, you flipping Wally.
The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. You have failed the proving.
Flip's sake. Keep getting all these flipping wrong.
We are the people of... We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we came to a planet... You have failed the proof...
Come on!
We are the people... We grew soft, on our wanderings. We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. You have failed the proof... We are the people of myth. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. You have failed the proof...
See.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. On our wandering, we remember the slave. You have failed the... We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. You have failed.
Oh, for flip's sake, you have failed, you have failed, you have failed. Get you fucking in. Excuse me, French.
We are the people. We grew soft. On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods. You have failed the... We are the people of... We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were... The thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets, across so many centuries.
Hey,
our people
Q.
broke apart, split, reformed. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. You have failed the proving...
Oh, flip's sake.
We are the people. We grew soft. On our wanderings, we remember the slave crib. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. You have failed the proving, young...
You have failed, you have failed, you have failed. I'm just about to go give up and not do it.
We are the people of Misr. We have known... We grew soft, Wali. On our wandering, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. You have failed the...
For flip's sake.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wali. On our wandering, we remember the slave crib. You have failed the...
You know what? Fuck, flip this. I'm out.
Turn back, dog.
Didn't know I had to remember the trials.
Remember, be la kaifa.
So God brought us the... On our wandering, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. You have failed the...
No, but I didn't know that I needed to remember those.
Right?
We are the people of... We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were... The thread of the past was carried by word until we found so many planets across so many centuries. Our people, you have failed the proving.
This.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wally. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. The thread of the past was carried by word. So many planets across so many. You have failed the proving.
Come on.
We are the people. We grew soft, Wally. On our wandering, we remember the slave cribs where we. The thread of the past was carried by word. Until we found the poison drug. So many planets, across so many... A long journey, young Wally. But we are almost... You have failed the proving. We are the... We grew soft, Wally. On our one... We remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word. Until we found the... So many planets, across so many centuries. A long journey, young Wally. But we are almost home. You have failed the... We are the people. We grew soft on our wanderings. We remember the slave crib. The thread of the past was carried by word. Until you have failed the...
Oh, come on.
We are the people. We grew soft on our wandering. We remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word. Until we found the poison drug.
It's not easy, Bamada.
One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. You have failed the proving.
See,
young...
I'm always saying you have found, you have found, you have found. They say, oh, they should tell us that we need to remember all these flipping things for this one.
We are the people of... We grew soft on our wandering. We remember the slave cribs where we were held. We did... The thread of the past was carried by so many planets, across so many centuries. A long journey, young Wally. But we are almost... You have failed the... We are the people... We grew soft on our wanderings. We came to a planet... We remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by... You have failed the...
Alright. I'll give up. I'll give up. I really do.
Try to remember the sequence in which you click them, Casper. They always talk about the same thing. It's just different answers.
Yeah, but... So like you saying, well, the 2213. What's 2213?
He means option 2.
Yeah, from
option
up or
2,
down.
then option 1, and then option 3. Starting from above, I'm guessing.
We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wally. On our wandering, we remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by
2213. That's 2213. But now I'm here. I still got a slip.
One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina.
So Rossack, then the thread of the past was carried by verse until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for Sayadina. Did I note that down somewhere?
You have failed the proving. We are the people. We grew soft on our wanderings. We came to a planet devoid of God. We remember the thread of the past was so many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all.
So many planets across the many centuries, how people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all.
You have failed the proof. We are the people. We grew soft on our wander. We remembered the thread of the past was carried by word until we found the point. So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. A long journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
Meh, finally. After 10 hours.
Yay.
Thank you for modern priest.
I thought the whole quest was gonna fail. For not being able to do it in the first try. Would have been worse.
Who the hell was that?
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is
You
rare
learn,
in
Wally.
knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here?
Ayan. 3 posts. Sure.
The Fremen are long gone. Their sieges abandoned. Only their ghosts remain to haunt these halls. That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other. I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. Why don't we go together? Then you can call me Ari. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while they could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But if we survive.
If we survive. Oh, I don't mean I've got to protect her as well. Oh, for Pete's sake.
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator.
Well, leg. What do you mean, hope I've got my car? Now you tell me.
Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? There's some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east. But if they've found this place, they'll be coming. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment.
Lots of chests down here. So no deep desert PvE players coming soon. Ooh.
Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Jeez.
Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy.
No.
I believe the siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the water keepers would have maintained external
Finished
dew
12-4
collectors
this
and wind
morning.
traps.
Nice.
An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the siege. However, all water would eventually return to the reservoir.
How do we get through that door?
I believe the siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the
I'll
water
see the
keepers
button
would have
somewhere
maintained
then.
external dew collectors and wind traps. An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the siege. However, all water would eventually return to the main reservoir.
Stop walking in me, stupid Aris. Oop. Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Get that! Piss off! Thank you, sorry.
Barracks were through here, I believe, and likely an armory. It's probably for the best that this way is impassable.
Excuse my French. I think I lost flaristic. Flaristic.
I'm screaming in combat at the moment. I'm sorry.
Trying to get through these freaking doors in.
The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open. Strange to think these corridors once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude. Mothers, fathers, and children beyond count. And now, only silence. A silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
I can't see the symbols on the button, so how am I supposed to know?
The symbols are above the door that needs to open, Casper, in front of you.
Oh, right. So how do I know what symbols go in what? They're in order.
On the walls, are the names of the symbols.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you listen to the riddle, and as the words come that are on the wall, you just put them in that sequence as the Judas.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons.
Bind, Dune, and Grass are your first three. In that order, going from left to right.
Yeah, but my memory can't remember the thing. I have to keep going looking at the symbols all the time.
Well, yeah, so did I. The symbols are there constantly for that reason. It's because it's new for everyone.
To begin,
so the grass is the grass-looking thing?
Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
All right.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
no downwind button on there.
You don't need downwind yet.
Well, that's the riddle.
It's
To begin,
Sector
Yeah,
find the
but
dunes
he-
using
A large
grass.
sandstorm is
when
approaching.
he says first,
Create
that
deep
means the
plantings in the
first
shelter of the
part
downwind
of the
face.
whole river
Finally,
is in there.
introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
The first lesson, the solution to it is bind, dune, and grass. Those are the three in that order that you need to put in.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Very good.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological
I wish I
transformation.
didn't do the riddles all,
Remember your
all three of them
lessons,
in the same sentence.
and the door to the future will open. To begin,
Sector
bind the
weather alert.
dunes using
A large
grass.
sandstorm is approaching.
Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Planting shelter downwind.
Brilliant work.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
these sort of puzzles. Nope, incorrect. Alright. That's correct. Mara, which one is it? You told me aerate sand animal, and now you're telling me it's animal aerate soil. Which one is it? There's no soil.
Soil is translated as sand.
Say sand then, Ramada. Get me confused.
Congratulations. You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Finally, you and your flipping puzzles. Can you make it more flipping easier? Test someone's memory.
Good work.
They're going to
Eris.
test something else very soon.
Eris, why didn't you flipping out, you stupid lazy girl? Yeah, take that.
Now we come to the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. Siege Talab is a smaller Siege, hosting roughly 500 hearths. That's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here. must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today.
Got a feeling that there's gonna be a fight coming up. I'm having a cigarette. I need to relieve my stress.
Yeah, well, sorry, Casper. I was in combat earlier and it didn't go as intended at all. So.
Give me a second, Jack. I'm just having a quick cigarette. Now I understand why you said it takes a while.
Right?
Well, good luck to the peeps that's playing this game that ain't got it yet. Good luck. Remember the trials all you did, because you're gonna need to remember them.
Like as from the second trial, I started noting some of the important words down because I knew it was going to be something like that, but even noting them down didn't really help me at all. I mean, the game did say a few times, remember, and then something, be like Ifa. So it did kind of warn us. But yeah, doing it spread over multiple days and then having to remember all of those, that's... Yeah.
What do you mean doing? What do you mean? You've done this mission over multiple days?
No. You do. I mean, you do if you do all the trials over multiple days, it's harder to remember everything what went on.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not noting stuff down. Then it's like, oof.
Get out of the way, Eris. Keep getting underneath my feet.
A death still. The place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
Blood. Get out of the way, Eris. Yeah. Oh, that turns. Flipping now. There's 3 rings, really hard to get in the middle to light up. Yes, I know there's 3 rings. Get out of the way, Eris! Get on my nerves now. Jeez. Get out of the flipping way! Stupid. That's correct. Why ain't it working? Move closer. Oh.
Greetings, and Subakukua. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communinet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of the... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Masalam.
Find a save. Mention projection.
Tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach.
So what I've got to do, find a safe mentioned in projection.
Who are you really?
Why? You keep getting in my way. So why should I tell you who am I really? What do you mean?
This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this.
and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
Alright. 1 mimic film.
The Masquerade. Going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You would pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
Now, where's the respawn point? Pick the checkpoint.
Reveal yourself! Eyes on the enemy!
Identify yourself!
Reveal yourself!
Oh, for frick's sake!
Sake!
Found him!
Bait him! Bait him! Bait him!
Piss off. Give me charge! Flipping sake! My gun's damaged. I ain't got no flipping gun. It's so flipping annoying. Wait a minute. Where have we got to go now? Outside, you will go into good way. Wow, lag. Nope, not that way. A lag. Yeah. Find a way out. It's like the server's doing that thing again where I'm find a way out. Where's the way out? Whoa. Finally. Wait for contact. Wait for Eri to find information about decoding the mimic film. Right. Wait for Eri. What do you mean wait for Eri? So where do I gotta go? Back here? Hello? Can anyone help me? What have I gotta do? I don't know what I gotta do. Wait for Eri to find information after decoding the mimic film. No. She'll contact me. What do you mean she'll contact me? Do I have to go somewhere for her to contact me? She'll do it after some time. Alright. Whew, finally done that stupid mission. I'm not doing that again.
There? I've been trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an AC encoder for the mimic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
Search the black market trader. Why haven't I locked the death still then? Oh, there he is. Repaired my weapons and tools. Right, now I could have a break. Jeez, that was stressful, that was. Phew, frustrating. Oh, Bruce, it's not in game. I thought you were just going to get a drink. Heuristic don't love me anymore, he doesn't want to play with me.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Why did I picked up the corpse?
Because there's a corpse already in it.
Ah.
You can build another Death Cell if you want. It's going to complete some journey task for you.
Oh, no, we've got no power. Dang it.
Yeah. Shut some of the machinery off on the lower floor here.
still have power.
Yep. There we go.
There we go. Nice. Nice.
Speaking of power, I'm trying to build us a large wind thing, Casper.
Okey-doke.
And I moved the power down here. If you go past the storage, there's a new little area to the base.
Right. Nice.
We need spice melange and cobalt paste.
And I take it we've not got the crystal to make the cobalt paste.
Yep, that's where I'm gonna go after now.
Take the buggy. Oh. Did you get any stuff for me for Mark 4, by the way?
There is some. If it's enough, I don't know.
If it needs cobalt paste, then no.
Everything is going to need cobalt paste from now. So
yeah.
Well, most of the stuff is. But get it. We're lacking 2 cobalt paste. Oh no.
21 skill points and I can't use them because I can't go on the next level on them yet.
Yeah, same. That's I did a few quests for the new trainers, but I still need to deliver them. I'm going to go to the rift to get some more Atreides crystals.
Ah. Sandstorm incoming.
Yeah, great.
I ain't got a warning yet, but I see it on the compass. Get somewhere safe, flaristic. Don't want to get the bird you say that you died again. But it's not Blitz died again, it's flaristic died again. Flaristic died again.
Well, it says enclosed, so it should be fine, right?
Oh man.
Come on! Jesus. Each time I want to go to Windows, it takes me flipping hours to do so, and now that I am in a combat game, now it's like, oh, here's Windows for you.
How can I find the radiation source? Get on research it. Where's the radiation suit? Research.
Do, do, do.
Can't find it anywhere.
It's under the combat items, Casper.
Combat.
Research, and then the two swords on top, and then scroll all the way down to aluminium or duraluminium.
Alright, Scout armor. No, it's not there. Oh, here we go. Radiation suit. 20 research points. 1,355 more aluminium ore. Nice. Nice. So where's that mission? Enter Harko village. Search Harko village for a black market trader. Is that off the map?
That's another map, yeah.
Right.
You can get to Harko village via the NPC talking to her.
Yeah.
Or just flying out of the map and finding it.
How you getting on?
I'm loading up. Loading up with the crystals.
Well, we could have gone, if I didn't know you was going there, I thought we could have took the buggy and we could have got some more.
Nah, you can always come back. But I'm on my way back to base now. I'm full and I don't want to risk ending up in a storm.
Come on.
Oh well, there's 239 cobalt in the May, Casper.
Okie And then when we get more water, and then do some aluminium ingots. Not got not much water left. Well, we have, but not enough to do the steel ingots, aluminium ingots.
We don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, we do, but it's turned off because it's consuming. Oh, it was consuming too much power. It's 192 aluminium.
Yep. Nice. I did what I wanted to do today on the stream, so I'm going to wrap up my stream.
Alright.
I'm just going to wrap up and I'll be right back.
Okay, buddy. Bye, Chad.
Okie dokie, chat, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all so much for the likes and yeah. So I might be back tomorrow, I'm not sure yet, but once again, thank you for the likes and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all maybe tomorrow. Until then, bye bye.
Stream ending. The screen goes dark, the lights go low.